between the two franchises. And Steph Curry right here. You talk about drama, Jennifer and Darrell. That's drama right there, beating the shot clock. Nothing but net, but he practices that shot all day.
And we talked about that 4 seconds. To him, it just slows down. It's amazing.
Darrell, look at that. That's just smooth right there. And look, he didn't have the best fourth quarter at all. But we will talk about that a little bit later as we welcome everybody to Warriors. Postgame Live presented by Toyota with NBA champ Darrell Wright, the Hall of Famer Jennifer Azzi, and Bonte Hill, of course, and Steph Curry. He was the show tonight as the Warriors outlasted a tough and scrappy Sacramento Kings team. And let's look at some of the crunch time plays here in the fourth quarter. And the Kings up 2 here. Steph Curry looking for Draymond Green. Get it down to Wiggins here as the Warriors are patient. Draymond Green with the nice cut and the finish, Darrell.
That was a nice cut by Draymond. We usually see Draymond in that mid-post finding guys for open shots, but a nice cut by Dre and a tough finish.
Look at that Halliburton. He is a nice rookie, Jennifer.
He is a nice rookie. I mean, for him to play the way that he did in the fourth quarter, that is not rookie stuff. That is like an experienced player that can take over a game.
And JTA called for goaltending there. It did go to review. Kings up 1 here. Draymond doing this thing in crunch time. Nice pass to Oubre. Flips it up with the left hand. Big bucket to give the Warriors a 1-point lead. Here's Steph Curry coming off the screen, looking for the screen. Rashawn Holmes, what do you want? Curry playing around with the basketball, driving to the rack, misses. And Draymond Green right there for the finish. Another solid performance for Draymond Green tonight, Darrell.
I thought he had a great all-around game, not only with the passing and the rebound, but some timely buckets that we seen right there. Timely rebound and bucket. I thought he did a great job tonight.
Harrison Barnes had a big first quarter, 14 points and all, but Curry with the big defensive play. Curry, defense, Jennifer.
Hey, you know, he's doing it all this year, okay? But it did look like he tweaked his ankle there a little bit again, too. So he's playing so hard.
And it looked like he got blocked. Holmes got blocked by the rim and not Curry. But we'll give Curry the credit there. Halliburton trying to get the Kings back into it. And this play right here.
Oh, painful.
It's a nightmare.
He knew it.
He knew it, but Buddy Hill gives it right back. Come on.
The wrong way written all over that play, Bonte.
That entire sequence right there. Coach's nightmare. And Harrison Barnes here looking for the win against his former team. Going through the legs against Andrew Wiggins. Settled for the 3 off the rim. He was hot in the first quarter again. 4 threes in all in that first frame. Harrison Barnes misses the game winner. Curry gets fouled. Warriors seal it with some free throws there. That's the Warriors outside. This outlasts the Sacramento Kings here. Look, nobody's going to look at the score. They're just going to look at the column here, the standings, and say Warriors W, Kings L. And that's all you can do here late in the season.
Yeah, it's a gutsy win. You know, they had to go out there and fight. They made the Kings made it ugly. It made it hard on them. And the Warriors came out on top with the win. Just like you said, Bonte, nobody's going to remember the score or what happened. So great win, a win they should have gotten. So
yeah, definitely. And it was at times ugly. I mean, it was, you know, but they found a way to win. They're great late game situations like this. And, you know, we're able to pull it out because it was a need to win game.
No doubt. 2-0 now in this 3-game homestand before the Warriors go out on the road for 4 games starting in Minnesota on Thursday. Let's take a look at Steph Curry here because he had a great third quarter. Nice first half with 23 points and another 30-point game, his 13th in 14 games. I mean, he's on what I like to call, Darrell,
a heater.
A heater. Jennifer, he's on a heater, bombing from everywhere.
He is on a heater. I think I finally stopped going, oh, wow, how did he do that? It's just unbelievable. He is on another level. And I will say it again, MVP.
MVP, 7 threes there, Darrell, and the Kings were trying to double him in the second half, but 37.7 rebounds. The turnovers were a bit of a problem tonight, but look, this guy's an automatic. It feels like he's an automatic 30 right now.
Yes, it's an automatic 30 for 30, and the way he gets his 30, you know, he mixes it up. He catches us off guard when he gets in that paint and he finishes with all that jelly. They like the kids like to say, finish with all the jelly. So he just mixes it up. He's a high IQ basketball player, and he takes what the defense gets.
Is that what the kids call it now? Jelly?
Yeah, jelly fam.
Jelly fam?
Nice.
Oh, okay. I learn something new every day, man. I'm getting old out here in the streets. But JTA, he looks young, and he's not playing like an old man at all. Coming out with energy off the bench. Look, his second game back from the concussion. And he gave the Warriors some nice, solid minutes. Again, JTA looking like an NBA player here, Jennifer.
Absolutely. And sometimes when I watch him, I think maybe he's a little bit too much pass first. But I thought he was really aggressive tonight, and his basket cuts and his taking the ball to the hoop was outstanding.
A high IQ basketball player. He's going to do the little things for your team to win. And every time JTA is out there on the court, he does something that, you know, boosts this team. And he did a great job making basket cuts and making an extra pass.
Yeah, all around numbers there. You see the 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And JTA, what do you know? He's standing by with Fitz and Buki back at Chase Center.
Well, Juan Toscano-Anderson continues to be a key player off the bench. Another double-figure performance. And this was a gritty, grinding win. That's right up your alley, JTA.
Yeah, I love these type of games, man. They're a lot of fun. You know, that's why we play the game, for exciting games like this, down to the wire, to compete. So I got my fix for the day of competitiveness.
While you had the 5 assists tonight, you really do a great job of finding your teammates, cutting, kind of playing that Draymond role at times, rolling to the basket, not being single-minded, just finding everybody. Is that just something that comes natural to you, or have you worked on that too, just like you've worked on your jumper?
Yeah, no, that's something that comes natural to me. I mean, obviously high school was a long time ago, but I always wanted to be a point guard growing up, and that was what I played the majority of. But it's just fun to pass the ball, man. To be honest, I would rather notch an assist than a bucket. You know, especially when you're playing with great shooters and great scorers like JP and Steph. You know, so it's a lot of fun.
Tell you what, your concussion got a lot of notoriety because it was one of the most amazing energy plays we've ever seen. But we got to tell Looney to get out of your way because the Denver game scared us. How did you recover from that? Because that looked like running into Kavan right after the concussion. That had to hurt too.
Yeah, man, it's the price we pay to play this game, you know. And I told him, hey, don't do it to me, but do it to somebody else, you know. So my grandpa coined my scar as the piggy bank scar, so I'm going with that one. You know what I'm saying? It's the price you pay to play this game.
Yeah. Hey, before we kick it over to John Sevilla with the final question, do you prefer Juan T or JTA? Which give Colin and I some help here.
You know what, man? I like both.
Okay,
JTA, I go with JTA, but Juan T has just, you know, received so much love. You know, it is what it is. You know, as long as people know who I am, that's what matters to me.
There you go.
Hey, we'll mix it up the remaining games. You've earned it either way.
All right.
John Sevilla from the Dub Hub, a question for Juan Toscano-Anderson. Go ahead.
Hey, JTA, congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.
How do these 2 wins in a row help the team's momentum moving forward?
Man, these 2 wins are big. You know, we got a lot of home games left for the season. I think we got 10 or 11 games. You know, right now we're sitting in the 10th spot, I think. You know, so we'd rather get into that 6th spot, you know, so we don't have to do the play-in game. So all of these games are equally as important. And, you know, it's great to have the majority of them at home. You know, always having home court advantage is big. So hopefully we can keep it rolling, you know, squeeze some more out. One more, I think, Dallas, and then we go on the road. So, you know, hopefully we can string them together. All of these games are huge right now. So I know we all want to get into the playoffs. We're super excited. And like I said before, you know, I don't think anybody's looking at the standings saying they want to see Steph Curry and the Warriors. No.
Yeah, they don't want to see JTA from Oakland either, by the way.
Hey, man, I'm just a player in the game. I play my role in the movie to make it work.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm going to correct you on one thing, though. You said in a postgame a couple games ago, hey, it's a pretty good night for a fringe NBA player. You are not a fringe NBA player, my brother. You belong in this league. You've earned it.
I appreciate that, man. But until I sign my name on that dotted line with a guaranteed contract, I'm going to still treat myself as a fringe NBA player. My back's always against the wall.
Never stop working. Stay hungry.
Sir.
That's what it's about.
Thanks for stopping with us. Go in and celebrate with your teammates.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate Dub Nation, too.
Sir.
That is Juan Toscano-Anderson, another double-figure night off the bench. Tremendous passing. Kalena mentioned with the 5 assists. It was gritty. It was gutty. 8 of 11. Bring on the Mavs.
Mavs coming to town Tuesday night, but tonight is a big night in Hollywood. The Academy Awards going down. So here on the Postgame Show, we have our own edition of the Academy Awards. That's right. Got that H in there. And the first award and the first nominee, the first award we're going to give out here is the best Steph Curry performance of the season. So let's go ahead and roll the tape here. Who are the nominees?
Here are the nominees for Best Stephen Curry Performance. January 3rd, Curry's career-high 62 points versus Portland. April 12th, 53 points versus Denver. April 19th, 49 points at Philadelphia.
All right, the first annual Academy Awards and a winner for the best Steph Curry performance this season. Drum roll, envelope is opening. January 3rd, 2021, when Steph Curry scored 62 against the Portland Trail Blazers on a Sunday night. And Darrell, go ahead and accept this award for Stephen Curry.
Thank you. I'll accept this award from my former teammate. I think Shannon probably was the guy that said something, and Steph Curry came out and did his thing.
And he responded with 62 big ones here. Let's bring in Kendra Andrews. And congrats to Steph Curry on the award
Steph
there.
Curry.
Let's bring in Kendra Andrews, one of our Warriors reporters here in NBC Sports Bay Area, powered by Cisco WebEx. And Kendra, we just gave out an award, the best performance for Stephen Curry, that's 62 in early January against the Portland Trail Blazers. What performance do you have in mind? Where would the award have gone in Kendra Andrews' awards?
Wow, the Kendra Andrews Awards. That sounds, I would attend that show. That sounds like a good award show to go to. All of those nominations for Steph are very valid. How could they not be? But the game that I chose, I think was deserving of that award, was his 53 points against the Denver Nuggets. Of course, that was the night that Steph Curry became the Warriors' all-time scorer, and he did it in the most Steph way possible, and that's why I picked it. Let me read you guys some numbers from that game along with some other records that he broke. So he had 53 points on 14 of 24 shooting, 10 of 18 from 3, 15 of 16 from the free throw line. He broke the record in just 10 minutes. He needed 19 points to break Wilt's record. He scored 21 on 6 of 9 shooting in the first quarter alone. That night, he became the first Warrior since Rick Barry to have 7 consecutive 30-point-plus performances, and he was the 7th player in NBA history to have at least 3 50-point games in a single season. I mean, if that doesn't sum up who Steph Curry is as a player, I don't know what does. But his game against Portland, of course, is very well deserving.
So you're saying our judges here at NBC Sports Bay Area got it wrong there? That's basically what you just said, Kendra. You said we should have a revote, right? We should vote over? Go ahead. All right, Kendra.
I mean, in the past, the Academy Awards have announced the wrong winner, so it might have been one of those things, you know?
Hey, messing around with me, you probably did get the wrong winner here tonight. But Kendra, good stuff as always. That's a great performance there against the Denver Nuggets. We're going to hear from Steve Kerr, and he's going to discuss the Warriors' performance tonight against the Sacramento Kings, their second straight win on this 3-game homestand.
This Sportsnet Central update is presented by Atlantis Casino Resort Spa Reno.
The Grizzlies up in Portland to take on Dame Dollar and the Blazers. And John Morant, woo, silky smooth there, Darrell. John Morant getting to the basket, getting the steal right there, Jennifer, playing like a true point guard, going up and, man, he's got boings, as the kids used to say. I don't know what they call that now. Is that bunny hops? Hops? What do they call it?
I don't know. It's like Darrell's hops.
Bouncy.
Bouncy.
John Morant with 28 points in that one in Memphis. Gains a game on the Portland Trail Blazers. You see the Warriors down there tied with the San Antonio Spurs for the 9th spot. Of course, 1 back in the loss column. Pay attention to the loss column there. Warriors 2 back in the loss column to Portland and Memphis, and 4 back of the Dallas Mavericks. And the Dallas Mavericks will come to town Tuesday. Gets to go to State Warriors here at Chase Center. We know what happened last time on that back-to-back down in Dallas, Texas. A lot of up-and-down basketball. Steph Curry scored 57 in a loss against the Dallas Mavericks, but they also dropped 147. Should be a very entertaining game that we'll get to later. But what do the Warriors got to feel good, though, Jennifer, with all these home games left on the standings, looking up at Portland, Memphis, and, of course, the San Antonio Spurs?
No doubt. It's that they're at home, and it's who they're playing against. Because I think, this really sets the tone. Anything can happen from 6 to 10. So they can move up, they can hang, but, definitely a good stretch in front of them.
Great way to close out the season. In training camp, you always talk about protecting the home court. And to finish 6 games, the last 6 games at home, is pretty sweet. So I think the Warriors definitely going to take advantage of that and knowing their position. So if they can win those 6 games at the end of the season, that'd be pretty cool going into whatever position they'd be in the standings.
No doubt about that. And the key to that is Kelly Oubre Jr. and his new role off the bench. And look, Darrell, Jennifer, you guys both talked about it. It doesn't matter if you start. Depends how many minutes you're playing. And he played 31 tonight, 19 points, 7 rebounds. Didn't have the 3-ball rolling, 1 for 7 for the 3-point line. But again, 19 off the bench, Kelly Oubre Jr. is a weapon off that Golden State Warriors bench.
No doubt. He is so productive off the bench, and he was scoring. Yes, he was more aggressive tonight. His three wasn't falling, but he gives them such an energy lift with how aggressive he is, and he does play both ends of the floor.
Yes, and I love how he's cutting to the basket now. We talked about this so much at the beginning of the season that he was maybe settling for too many threes. Now, him and Draymond has that connection on that baseline. If Draymond gets it as a short roller, he knows the backdoor cut. He knows Draymond's going to throw the alley-oop or the bounce pass.
Well, I think we're seeing, to your point, that's chemistry, right?
Yes.
I think we're seeing a lot more chemistry develop between the two of them with Steph. And even though there's been a lot of, players in and out, I think that's finally coming for them.
Another added dimension off the bench for the Warriors as they hit this stretch drive. Let's hear from Mark Mulder. Excuse me, not hear from Mark Mulder, but talk about Mark Mulder. Mark Mulder getting his second straight start for the Warriors with Kent Bazemore and Damian Lee out. Mulder with 11 points, but he hit 3 threes in a pivotal third quarter, Darrell.
I love how he just plays within his game. He doesn't do anything to hurt the team. He catches and shoots. He cuts hard, and he finishes around the basket. So another great game to put back-to-back games for Mychal Mulder. And, yeah, it's looking real good. It's looking like a smart move putting him in that lineup.
Yeah, no doubt. And he can hit open threes, which, is much needed.
Yes.
And so he gives them an element, especially when now Oubre's driving more basket cuts, having him out there on the perimeter is great.
And Darrell, you talked about it on Friday, playing with Steph Curry. How much does that help him play with the stars, Steph and Draymond Green?
Listen, when I first got here in 2010, Steph said, if you can make that shot right there, we're going to be good because I'm going to find you all the time, man. He's a willing passer. He's a playmaker as well. So to know a guy is going to make a shot automatic, he's definitely going to be looking for him all the time. So it's always fun playing with guys that needs a lot of attention. You find yourself open a lot.
And playing with Steph right now, how could you not find yourself open? He's dropped 30 in 13 of his last 14 games. Let's take a look at tonight's scoreboard here. A 4-point victory over the Sacramento Kings. You see stats up there, Steph's stats up there. Draymond Green with another. Won't even talk about it because Steph is so amazing. Draymond Green, 14 rebounds and 13 assists, 2 points shy of a triple-double. Let's hear from Steve Kerr on tonight's win over the Sacramento Kings.
Hey, Steve. It wasn't the prettiest win, but they all count the same at the end of the day. And, in a season where a lot of those close kind of ugly games haven't gone your way, how satisfying is it to come out on top this time, especially when you guys are in such an important juncture of the season?
Yeah, we'll take it, Jason. I mean, it was not our finest hour, particularly the first quarter, when we gave up 39 points. I thought Sacramento played extremely well. They were really well prepared and attacked us and really took it to us from the outset. Our defense improved and, we were able to squeak it out, but that was a really difficult game, and we were lucky to escape with the win.
Why were the stops difficult to come by? I mean, the largest lead that you guys had in this game was 6 points. So why was it a challenge to put some separation on the scoreboard?
Seems like every game we've had against Sacramento, Kareth, over the last 5-6 years, it at some point it just looks like a pickup game. They love to play with pace. We love to play with pace. Before you know it, everybody's having fun and laughing and knocking down threes. And at some point you have to lock down defensively. And we eventually got there. We held them to 21 in the fourth, which was great, but we could only score 23 ourselves. So it was a tough fourth quarter. I thought Draymond Green was just phenomenal. Some of the plays he made were just mind-boggling. He's so good at both ends. Defensively, obviously, just a superstar. And then offensively, just one of the smartest players I've ever been around. The assist, the putback rebound after Steph's layup missed. That was a huge play. And, he had an assist to Kelly late. I thought tonight Draymond really carried us in a lot of ways. And, no disrespect to Steph, who had 37 points. He kind of does that every night. But to me, this game felt like Draymond's game.
Steve, James Hill with BNC Sports. You guys continue to win. You continue to work. You win 7 out of the last 10 as you continue to grind it out down the stretch. Can you just talk about what you see in your ball club. This team has a lot of determination.
Yeah, this team is tough and competitive, and they're in a good groove right now. They feel it, and so it's a comfortable feeling to watch these guys go out there every night and move the ball. We had 30 assists again tonight. To play together, they all understand their roles. We got guys who are coming off the bench and giving us really good minutes. I thought Gary Payton's 5 minutes in the first quarter were crucial for us tonight. And Mychal Mulder hit 3 threes, to start the third quarter, which were really big. So we're just getting, contributions up and down the roster, and our defense for the most part has been really, really good over the last 10 games, and we're finding ways to win.
There's 11 games left, I think, now, and obviously the standings are all jumbled up down there. Does this feel kind of like a pennant race or whatever we'll call it? Are you starting to feel that aspect of it?
Absolutely, and it's fun, Anthony. We missed the playoffs last year, obviously, so we're itching to get back, and we have a great opportunity after a really long, difficult season in so many ways. We're in a good place, and we have a chance to make a push and get into the playoffs, and we're excited about that.
Steve, you mentioned Steph having, a quiet 37. Everybody's used to him doing what he's doing now. When you see these records that seem to be falling, and tonight, I think he's got 85 threes this month. How would you sum up, which is a new record in and of itself, how would you sum up the month he's had?
I don't know. It seems like I've run out of ways to describe Steph's play. So I'm just going to stop trying, and I'll ask you to go back, 3 or 4 games ago, look at my comments then and use those tonight again.
Would anything get you to?
All right. The moment you all been waiting for. It's time to give out our next Hacky here at the first annual Academy Awards. In this category, Best Outfit on Warriors Pre- and Post-Game Live. And the nominees are...
Here are the nominees for Best Outfit on Warriors Pre-Game and Post-Game Live. Bonte Hill, the Mr. Rogers look. Darrell Wright, the turtleneck.
Only 2 nominees. 2 nominees, that's it. All right, man. It's between Darrell and I, man. And the winner is for Best Outfit on Warriors Pre- and Post-Game Live. The winner is Darrell Wright, the turtleneck. Oh, give him his applause.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Here you go. You're
Thank
Hacky.
you guys so much. Shout out to the winner. It was a very cold winter. I had to make sure I had to bundle up.
Well, Bonte, if you had that on another time, you might have won.
The bow tie and the
yeah.
tap dancing shit here. The turtleneck, though. I lost to a turtleneck. The cardigan turtleneck. Let me know, Twitter. Let me know who the real winner was. I'm a little disappointed about that. That was probably the only win I could ever get from Darrell here.
I've been wearing turtlenecks since '99.
Oh, man. My guy, Joe Shasky, Morning Roast, course 95-70 game. He's losing his mind over the 49ers quarterback situation. Sir, you said you wanted a King Henry cut at House of Prime Rib. Apparently, I'm the waiter. And look, Jennifer, they want me, all these likes on the tweet. They want to see me in the tux in the morning at 5:30. That's pretty damn good, though. Kind of do look like a waiter, though.
Well, hey, that is hilarious.
Yeah, clumsy waiter.
You wear
though.
well.
Oh, man. All right. Coming up later in the show, we're having a Hacky, the dunk of the year. You don't want to miss that. I might finally get a Hacky with that. All right. Plus, Gary Payton. Of course, he sat down with Darrell Wright, talked about Draymond Green possibly being the best DPOY of all time. Plus, Steph Curry's legacy. That's all coming up here on Warriors Postgame Live. Warriors get their second straight win. They tied the San Antonio Spurs in the standings, but it wasn't the prettiest affair tonight at Chase Center.
Hey, undefeated at Chase Center with fans in the building.
There it is.
Exactly right. I know we're going to have to find some things to talk about in this game that were true positives because Steve Kerr explained this was not the Warriors' finest hour. And it started with some weird play from Draymond and Steph where they combined for 11 of the team's 16 turnovers tonight. So when those two are just a little discombobulated, kind of wondering what sort of game you're in for. And then on the defensive end, again, not the Warriors' finest hour. I was looking at Harrison Barnes' averages. 16 points. Tonight he had 23. Tyrese Halliburton, 13 points. Tonight he had 24. So maybe there wasn't enough pressure on the ball. Definitely not enough stops. But, okay, the Warriors' largest lead in the game was 6 at any time. It was difficult to get that traction on the scoreboard. But they still won, baby. Undefeated at Chase Center with fans in the building. Winners of 7 of 9. And they stay above 500. So what do you say, Bonte? Good win?
Good win. It all counts the same, Kerr. It all counts the same, especially at this time of the season. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you Tuesday when Luka Doncic is in town. But we've got to give away our third and final Hacky Award for tonight. And this category is juicy. The best dunk of the season. Who will the award go to? Here's the nominees.
Here are the nominees for best dunk of the season. Kelly Oubre, putback dunk over Kevin Durant. Bonte Hill, the kitchen slam. Macklin Hardik Azy, 2 hands for safety.
All right, and the winner is a lot of great candidates. Congrats to all the candidates out there. Kelly Oubre Jr., yours truly, and Macklin. The award for best dunk of the season goes to Macklin Azy. How about that? Macklin Azy. Congratulations. And we have a special message for Macklin on winning this award, the best dunk of the year here on Warriors Pre- and Postgame Live. Here's the message. Cue it up.
Macklin, congratulations on winning Dunk of the Year. You put on an incredible show, and you beat out some very stiff competition. Kelly Oubre Jr.'s putback dunk in Brooklyn was incredible. And of course, Bonte Hill, dunking glazed donuts in the kitchen. Macklin, congratulations, buddy.
Nice try, Bonte.
Wow. He beats me out for the award, and he trash talks me thanks to the Hall of Famer Chris Mullen. Oh, man. Congrats, Macklin. I can't even be mad at that. I go 0 for 2 in the Hackies. Darrell, congrats. Macklin, congrats.
Please.
This is for you.
Thank you so
there
much.
You go.
I'm sorry that, you didn't make it. Or Kelly, sorry. I mean, he's 4, so, he's on his way.
Get the speech on his behalf.
Okay. That's hard for me to do. I've been waiting for this moment for 4 years, and it's finally here. So I'm excited. But Macklin, I love you. And it's actually Macklin Hardik Azy. So not just Macklin. My wife's maiden name.
Macklin Hardik
Azy. Yes.
I did that on purpose.
That's great. No worries.
I'm a little bitter.
Thank you.
Macklin Hardik Azy. Congratulations. Great dunk. From one great dunker to another great dunker, Mychal Mulder standing by at the podium.
Since being thrown into the starting lineup, you've had 2 good games. I know the saying is, to be ready, you got to stay ready. But is that easier said than done? How have you been able to seamlessly transition into more minutes and play so well?
Like you said, it's just about staying ready for the opportunity. You never really know when that chance is going to come. So you just got to work every day like it's going to come that day. Every game, I think everybody in the room prepares like they're going to play 35, 40 minutes because you never know when you're going to. And I think that's been a big theme with guys who have been in and out of the rotation, myself included. There's a few other guys who, have continued to work hard and, prepare for the opportunity that's in front of us. You always know that there's one coming down the road at some point, and you never know when it's going to come. So it's all about staying ready, staying prepared, and just continuing to prepare every day and work as hard as you can.
you guys are in the midst of a playoff run. Obviously, there's a bunch of teams kind of jumbled up really close in the standings. Can you feel the uptick in intensity, not only in practice, but when you're out there that, a lot of these games have so much at stake?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. You can always feel the intensity later on in the year. Obviously, the games go down to the wire more often, a little more chippy. Guys have more to play for. So I think we've picked up the intensity on both ends of the floor, and it's been good to see dramatic improvements all around from where we were at a couple months ago. So obviously just continuing to build and improve on that every day collectively, and just continue to work hard and see how that shakes out down the road. And I think we're doing a good job at staying in the moment, but also preparing what's coming next. So.
All right, Mychal Mulder there with another solid performance, 11 points, 9 in that third quarter. All 3 of his threes coming in that third quarter. We're going to hear from the glove, GP, on the other side here on Warriors Postgame.